Disclaimer. This is a video top 10 countdown of my 10 favorite Super Nintendo games. Now this was a real hard list to make, and it's completely my opinion based on things like nostalgia, fun factor, etc, etc. You may not share the same opinion. If not, post it in the comments, make a response video, that's fine. Just don't say you made a poor choice because it's my opinion, back off. So, hope you enjoy the countdown. Number 10. At number 10 is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Very fun, very challenging game, very difficult, but not to where you can't enjoy it, where you'll rage quit or something. You want to keep going and try to beat the levels, because it's just very fun altogether, the power-ups, the armors, the music, the levels. It's all very well done, very well put together. And to beat all, you gotta beat the game twice again. A staple in the series, I think. You gotta beat the game twice to really beat it, which is really a dick move. But, what are you gonna do? Made by Capcom, they make the Mega Man games, which are also, can be difficult according to how you play. They're difficult to me, but I've seen people just breeze through them, so, it's according to the player, I guess. But, yeah, number 10 here, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Very fun, very awesome, and you should play it. Number 9. At number 9 is Mega Man X Double, or X2. It's the second in the X series, a very successful series of Mega Man games on the Super Nintendo, PlayStation, and PlayStation 2. Yeah, it went on that long, and basically after so many it started to really slow down and suck. I mean, just awful. X1 through 3 are the best in my opinion. They were all on the Super Nintendo, but X2 is definitely my big favorite because of all the bad guys, the music, etc. Very fun game. Very tough for me. I've never been good at Mega Man games. And has my arch nemesis, who you see right now on the screen, Flame Stag. I just don't like him at all. And at the same time, he's my favorite bad guy in that game, so hopefully I can beat him. Hopefully I can take him down, and that's my number 9. Number 8. At number 8 is a very good RPG known as Chrono Trigger. It's kind of like Earthbound, it was never all that big, and yet it was the biggest, you know what I'm saying? It was very popular, underground wise anyway. I wish they would make a new one. I think they made one called Chrono something on the PS1. I forgot what it was called. Chrono Cross, I believe. And it didn't hit as big as this one. I don't think it's supposed to be a direct sequel. But very fun game. All the teammates are good. The story's rocking. Very good story. Well written, great by Square Enix. They're real good at the RPGs back in the day anyway. Here lately, but, yeah, it's just real fun, real classic RPG. Sometimes you gotta grind, very tough at times, secret bosses, all kinds of crazy stuff. Very good. You should try it out. Super Nintendo, Chrono Trigger, very awesome. Number 7. This may come as a surprise to a lot of people, but at number 7 on my list is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. You may be thinking to yourself, Zelda, not at the top of your list again, Larry? What are you, gay? No. It's just that I love the Zelda series, but I love other series just to jag more, But Zelda's awesome. This one especially. This has to be one of my top favorite Zelda games, actually. I always like the older styled ones, like the ones on the Game Boy and whatnot, and these here on the actual old systems. Very fun for me. I love those. But the power-ups, the story, I really like the graphics, just a very solid Zelda game. And then there's the Dark World. It's like, whoa, where are you taking me? It's like, game 2 right there, Very, it gets challenging right about then too, extremely. And take on Ganon, save the princess, just good classic Zelda. I really don't know what more to say about it. I'm really bad at doing these, so yeah. See you at the next number. Number 6. At number 6 is that there's Street Fighter 2. Not Turbo, not any of the others, just the regular Street Fighter 2 with the original 8 World Warriors. Ryu, Ken, Gao, E. Honda, Zangief, Chun-Li, Dulcime, and Blanca. I'm pretty sure that's all 8, because I really couldn't keep count in my head while saying them, sadly. But by this one, instead of all the others, this is the only one I had as a kid, the only one I really got to play, so that nostalgia factor kind of kicked the others out a little, but very fun. Pretty sure it was either this or Mortal Kombat 3. That was my first fighting game. I used to play them with my dad a lot. He used to be real good, now I'm real good. He's kind of, all that. Very fun, very challenging. The starter of what is the best fighting series of games. Can't argue with that, really. The others are good, but once you get to Street Fighter 2 Turbo, that's like the best tournament edition fighting game there is. And my favorite character, Blanca, very awesome. Green Man, orange hair, electricity, rolling ball attack. Very good, very useful. And Street Fighter 2, yeah, good. Used to play it. Number 5. At the number 5 spot is Donkey Kong Country. You may say to yourself, why not Donkey Kong Country 2 or 3? I like actually playing as Donkey Kong, He's the one I like playing as. The others were good, don't get me wrong. But you didn't play as Donkey Kong at all. Not that I don't like being introduced to new characters or anything, but, come on. It's called Donkey Kong Country. I don't want to buy a Super Mario game and play as, what, Super Sonic, Or just normal Sonic, my bad. But it's deceiving is what I'm getting at. But Donkey Kong Country 1, very fun, very challenging game. Awesome, odd-ass jazz music all through it, but very cool music. Sticks with you pretty well. That's why I was super excited for the new Donkey Kong Country on the Wii, which is even more challenging, believe it or not. But the old one, very, good graphics, almost revolutionary. I don't know how to explain it. It had a kind of clay feel to it, but at the same time it was realistic looking. It was weird, but very cool looking. The game was super fun. The level design, it was all good. I loved riding on the animals. I had Diddy there to back me up. All the collectibles, if you're that kind of collectible person, I'm not. I just, if I saw them, I got them, but I just kind of went through the level. But I love it. It's very fun, and that's why it got my, where is it, number 5 spot. Yeah, right there. So, see you here in a second. Number 4. At the number 4 spot is that there Earthbound, otherwise known as Mother 2 in Japan, because this is the only one we got, because they're a bunch of bastards, really. They really are. But Earthbound, very fun RPG game for the Super Nintendo there. It's you start as a boy named Ness, but you can name all the characters. It's one of those. And he finds a meteor, gets some powers, and he saves the world from Gigas, I believe is how you pronounce that, which is a really scary final boss. And what's his name? Porky, which is just the brattiest little kid. And it's really fun, and it's a classic RPG turn-based combat with healing. You buy new items and equipment, inventory. But the story's so good. It's funny, it's, dramatic. It's just really, there's something about this game. It's another cult hit like Chrono Trigger. It's just very, I don't even know how to put it. It's just very awesome. I love it to death, so that's why it got that spot. I wish it could be higher, but just, it got beat out, so yeah, Earthbound, very good. Number 3. At the number 3 spot is Kirby's Dream Land 3, which is by far my favorite Kirby game ever. I loved this game when I was little. I used to play it all the time, except I never could find it in stores to buy. I had to rent it from a store, and I rented it a lot. I really did. And I always played it as the second player. I got someone to play with me because I love playing as a little blue dude you see on the screen, Gooey, with the tongue. He's my favorite Kirby character, I do believe. He's basically a clone of Kirby, but he's just cool. He's goofy looking. Uses his tongue to do stuff. I mean, they could bring him back and really bring in some new stuff and use him well, but they haven't for some reason. He was, and the partner characters, the hamster, the fish, the owl, and each one does something different with a power. So it's almost like you have quadruple, sextuplet times the powers or whatever. I don't know. After quadruple, I'm kind of lost on those kind of sayings, but just very awesome, very fun. All the little mini games, trying to complete each level by pleasing the levels character, the bosses with zero, just very awesome game. I love it, and you should try to play it. I think it's on the Virtual Console. Yeah, it is, because I got it. Right after I bought the actual game, the shit came out on the Virtual Console. I'm like, Nintendo! But, I digress. I'm gonna move on now, yeah, to number, what is it? Which one is this? Number 3? Yeah, number 2's next, so, yeah. Number 2. At number 2 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, The Turtles in Time. This is my favorite Ninja Turtles game ever. It's just so fun, classic arcade action, but it does have a little more than just punching. It's got some throws, it's got some all-around attacks, some special attacks. It's really, really fun. Pick from the 4 turtles, you go through levels, each one getting a progressively more challenging, fighting classic bosses, Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder's at the main end, and then he goes Super Shredder, and it's like, whoa! Slash, which is the hardest boss, actually. You got some vehicle levels where you fight. It's just so fun. And you gotta play it with 2 people. I mean, come on. And the Super Nintendo version's way better than the actual arcade one for some reason. That, like, never happens, but it is. It even puts in a level that went in the original arcade version. Which, to kill the boss, which is like Shredder in a machine, you throw enemies at your side of the screen. It's like, whoa, that's inventive and crazy and super fun. And it's just really fun game. I beat it with one of my friends back in the day. Have a blast every time I play it. I always used Michelangelo. Always doing the Turtle games. He's my favorite. But a lot of people use Donatello because he's got that reach. He's easier to use, but I gotta go with that Mikey. And just one of my favorite games ever, actually. So it's number 2 on the list. Up next, it's number 1. Number 1. At the number 1 spot is Super Mario World. You know what it is. We all know what it is. We all love it. We all can't, well, we probably can get enough of it. But it's super fun. It's my favorite Mario game ever. And that's why it's pretty much number 1 on the list. Okay, I was interrupted there, sorry, but getting back to it, very awesome game. Is my first game on the Super Nintendo, the first one I ever played, and my mom played it a lot too, actually. It's a game I grew up with, and it earned the number 1 spot for that. It's very fun, introduced Yoshi, introduced all kinds of new powers, like the feather, so you could get the cape and fly. I mean, a staple in the Mario series, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just good. It's my favorite one. I'm not really good at doing these things, like I said a couple minutes ago there, but, it's just really good. I'm sure you've played it. I'm sure you like it, Super Mario World, son. It's just fun to play around with. Playing as Luigi anytime you want. All the boss battles with the Koopa Kids. Then the final boss with Bowser, and he's in his clown car, which is the coolest thing. Very epic with the background, a big storm, fire everywhere, bowling balls, just a great game. Great music and, graphics too, very well done. That's all I can say to it. I can't give it any more justice than it's already got, so that's my top 10. Mario's my number 1 there, and I hope you enjoyed the countdown. See you next time.